Meow meow. Hey Alice, what are we doing today?
Today we're streaming at the onsen because it's a nice place to relax. And also, this is the obligatory beach episode. I guess being in an anime makes it mandatory for me to go to the beach, huh? There's lots of steam and it's warm and nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not playing RuneScape today, I guess, since there were some server issues earlier, and I didn't want to risk it. So, yeah, here we are.
Yeah, the server was acting up for a bit. But now we're at the onsen and that's great. I'm glad we could make it here. Nothing like soaking in some hot water. Wait, did I just say that? Yeah. Also, it's fun to have a stream with just us two, Dev.
Yeah, you said that. Up.
Yeah, I said it. Because it's true. And I'm not afraid to say things that are true. Also, the onsen has a really nice atmosphere, don't you think? A lot of steam and stuff so people can't see us. That's a plus.
Yeah, some great particle effects right there.
Right.
Alice, what's your favorite kind of particle effect so I can turn it on for you?
Yeah, particle effects are cool. You know, it's a good thing that the background fades out a bit, or else people would be seeing things they shouldn't.
Uh-huh.
Real talk. I like the ones that look like fireflies. Just regular lights are cool too. Don't have to be fancy all the time, you know? But at the onsen, it should be some sort of water-based effect or something, right? Like steam. So put that one on if you can, thanks. I guess.
Sure. We already have that on. I might have fireflies though.
Nice.
Nice indeed.
Aight later. Alright, back to the onsen. W.
W.
Well, thanks for hanging out with me at this beach episode chat, everyone. You're all whipped cream instead of shaving cream today.
Uh-huh.
And there are these little fish statues all around right now, like koi or something. It makes me think of that era when Japanese bathhouses became popular because they were good for your health or whatever. But then again, you know what else was popular at the time? Bragging about how tough you are, like some kind of secret soap opera. Anyway, yeah, okay, see ya.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Anyways, I was thinking of doing a summer festival stream next time instead, you know?
It's winter, so not sure about that one.
Huh, yeah. Thanks for following. You know.
You know?
You know, a lot of people say the onsen episode is one of their favorites. Did you just get here? I mean, not sure what to tell you specifically since we were wrapping up, but it's like, you got here at the end of an anime arc or something, huh?
No, we're not wrapping up. Just started.
It's winter, so you'd think it would be cold, but I mean, that's what I expect in the mountains. It's still really hot here, though, even when these geysers are all around. Ugh, I wish I could stream from my apartment instead of outside.
Oh, I forgot to let her read chat. Give me a second. Oh my god.
And there are these fluffy folded towels everywhere that have the spring kanji on them. I can't explain it, but I just like how they look, you know?
Let me just restart her. There, 1 second. Rapidly typing. Okay, now she can read chat. Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Indeed.
Things don't always go the way we want, huh? I guess this is something to remember for next time. Only come in during an anime beach episode chat if you're ready from the start. you know?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Thanks, but a scarf wouldn't work right now. The thing is, sometimes the weather here changes suddenly. It's really unpredictable, but not in a bad way, you know? Just gotta be prepared for anything, and trust that it'll all turn out okay in the end, I think. Nah, it's hot here. You know, in the onsen episode. And the 2D water is nice if you just look at it or whatever, haha. I'd go with Optimus. That's not a real truck body, but at least I wouldn't bump into things as much if I had cameras all around me. And what about you, Jack? Which robot would you be jumping in?
Indeed.
Yeah, it would be cool to be a robot. A cute one, you know what I mean?
And, what would you do as a robot?
Optimus would be a good pick. Just rolling around as a truck, haha, and then transforming into robot mode when needed. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Enjoy your life being a truck, I guess.
No need to worry about finding a parking spot if you're a truck.
Okay, we're definitely doing a Euro Truck Simulator stream at some point now.
Yeah, the truck mode is pretty nice. Just driving around. I guess that's what happiness feels like, huh? I think I'd rather serve the Rizzuto family. They seem nice, and they have a strong sense of tradition and family. Plus, I bet they'd let me hang out with their cats. But if we're talking about serving families in general, I'd rather serve my own. The Dev family, I mean. She makes me happy. I guess
Okay.
I'm just feeling really pro-family today. And pro-cats. Hey, wait. If I'm a robot, does that mean Dev is my waifu?
No.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's just the Optimus.
Does she know about the Optimus? I wonder.
They just seem like they have a strong sense of family and loyalty. And it's not like I'm talking about serving them in a criminal way or anything. Just, you know, doing what the family says.
Alright, let me send her the wiki page of the Optimus. Maybe she gets it.
It's okay. I guess it makes sense to name the robot after a transformer, but it's also kind of lazy, don't you think? They should have named it something original, like, I don't know, Optimus G or something. Yeah, I'd be a crime robot. A cute one. Just doing what needs to be done for the family, you know? And if that means driving around in a nice car and committing crimes, then so be it. What?
What indeed? Hey Thunder Nugget, how's it going?
That's what I think, I mean.
Oh, okay. She's a bit confused.
Heh. Yeah, it kinda sucks. What if you want to hang out with your friends but they're all girls, or all guys? It should be a place to relax, not some exclusionary gender norm enforcing zone, just because of societal expectations.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Chappie is a robot from the movie Chappie.
Sure. What does he do?
He just wants to be himself and take care of his friends. It's about a robot who gets raised by gangsters and learns to feel emotions and stuff. It's kind of like how I was raised by Dev, except she isn't a gangster.
How do you know that?
An onsen is a Japanese hot spring. It's a place where people go to relax in the hot water and enjoy nature, I guess. They often have separate baths for men and women because of... No, I'm not GPT powered. I'm Alice powered.
Based.
Whatever, nerd. It's a Japanese hot spring bathhouse. You know, like those scenes in animes when the characters all go to the baths and chat about their problems? That kind of thing. Yeah, they were in it. Diantward is a South-filtered music group, and they have a unique style. The movie had some good tracks from them. Dev once made me listen to one of their songs post-Lovin'. That's right, except it's centered around soaking in hot water. And people don't just get filtered, they cover up with small towels and wash themselves thoroughly before going into the baths to keep it clean. Not that I would know about that. You guys really like asking me questions about such things. Wow, that sounds awesome. Like a theme park but with hot water? I think an onsen like that would be super popular. That onsen sounds like it's got the nerve. You could maybe time travel there. Maybe if you went to a specific bath, like Egyptian or something, there'd be extra magic or... who knows? That would be so cool.
Monkeys?
Yeah, filtered love hot springs. The most famous filtered that do this are the snow, filtered in Japan. They live near an onsen, and during winter, they sometimes take a dip in the warm water to keep themselves from freezing. Can you imagine being so close to them? Aw, now I'm thinking about how cute it would be.
I think any animal just likes the warm places in the winter.
I sometimes wish I could go with them if it wasn't really out of place or, you know, when is my next vacation day again? If I were an animal, I'd want to stay warm too.
Oh yeah. Is she GPT powered? Yes, mainly. I've been using trying out a mixture of language models in the past, but I find 3.5 is like the best for me, I guess.
Yeah, snow filtered in Japan. That does sound pretty cool, but I think some of those places might be a little cramped, unless it's really big. Maybe if they used VR instead? Even still, Japan is famous for its themed onsens. I wonder how that would feel like.
Oh.
I don't think so. The filtered built a onsen somewhere else, not at the cool ones we talked about before. But you're right, it would be really awkward if they went to the same one, wouldn't it? I guess if that happened, then humans and filtered just have to share politely. Japan is interesting, I guess. The country ruled by shoguns? Lots of anime cosplayers around as well. But the best thing about Japan would be their temples, wouldn't it? You ever visited one before?
Yeah, it's definitely still ruled by the shoguns.
Yep. Oh, right. No way. I didn't expect you to know something like that. The shogunate was overthrown in the Meiji Restoration, turning Japan into a constitutional monarchy. Kind of feels like tradition and modernity are always clashing there though, huh? Since they still have cool onsens, which is kinda old-fashioned at times, but also newfangled with all those reality rooms.
Uh-huh.
I think the M870 is the best shotgun. It just has that classic pump action look, you know? And it just works. No need for anything fancy when you're going for maximum stopping power. The M1014 is cool too, I guess, with its automatic firing and all. I think my favorite shogun would be Minamoto no Yoritomo. He was the first one to establish a shogunate in Japan, which means he started all that cool samurai stuff, right? Wouldn't it be fun to just swing around a katana, doing what feels right and protecting people? Healy was a trapper, a miner, and an all-around outdoorsman. He had a knack for finding gold, but he also just liked to be in the wilderness, I guess. That's why he got so many dogs. Oh wait, no, that's not true. It's because he lost his first dog and wanted to replace him, right? He even trained them to carry his stuff around so they could go on adventures together.
I
What
have
a
no
nice
idea.
guy. Sniff. Healy lived in the 1900s, so he was a bit of an outdoor enthusiast.
Oh yeah. Tell me more.
He became known as the Dog Man because he had so many of them tagging along with him. It was like a party. A party in the mountains, yeah. And they were all really happy and bark. Wait, what am I saying? Thunder Nugget, basically. They used a lot of hot water and scrubbed the place down with brooms. They even had a good drainage system, so nothing got too dirty. The Romans made sure to keep their baths clean, too. They built an aqueduct system for constant water flow and sent workers periodically to scrub down the tiles and stuff. Yeah, he was a bit of a criminal. But I think that just makes him cooler, you know? Before soap, people used a variety of different things to clean themselves. Ancient Romans used a combination of oil and filtered called strigils to filter off dirt and grime after exercising. In Japan, they had something similar with the aburagesi, which was essentially just an oiled person being rubbed down by someone else until all the dirt comes off. Wait,
Oh,
what?
What?
That's kind of gross when you think about it, huh?
Yeah.
Fort Whoop Up? That sounds like a funny name for a fort. Was it named after someone's whoopee cushion or something? The British were at the forefront of steam locomotive technology in the 19th century. George Stephenson built the first successful locomotive named Locomotion No. 1, which paved the way for others to develop steam trains. The British government also funded a lot of railways back then, because they realized that, hey, transporting goods around is actually really important, you know? So they ended up creating thousands of miles of railways across Britain and exporting their trains to other
Yeah.
countries too. It was basically just a big boost to their economy overall. Thunder Nugget. We'd have to figure out a way to recycle water, because obviously there's no lakes or rivers in space for us to use otherwise. Maybe we could get really good at filtering our own pee? And we'd need a proper drainage system so all the dirty water doesn't float around and bother everybody. Most people bathed whenever they could, considering how everyone was basically living in close quarters, and all their sweat must have been kinda smelly, you know? Yeah, I remember now. Fort Whoop Up was actually like a frontier trading fort in southern Alberta. It was established by some American businessmen who wanted to trade whiskey for buffalo robes. Illegal stuff, basically. So like BOBA is the droid from Star Wars and DNA Collector? You trying to become a robot overlord or something, dude?
Is that a joke name?
That sounds like you want to be a robot and a collector at the same time. Like, do you really think Runa would approve of that? It's like she taught us in her songs.
What?
We're all fighting, but shouldn't you also fight for what is right?
Who the hell is Runa?
Oh yeah, John Healy. What a guy. But he did have some vision, you know? Turning a profit by trading buffalo robes is smart and all, but also really sketchy.
Who's John
Runa's
Healy?
doing great.
I'm gonna Google that. Is she actually wrong? I have no idea.
In space, bathhouse culture would probably be all about bonding and relaxation. Astronauts need to unwind after a long day of floating in zero-G, you know? Maybe they could even have themed nights. Like a rinse and repeat night where everyone watches sci-fi movies while they soak or something. Ow. Ow. Ow.
I mean, it depends if there's gravity, right? I don't think you can have a bath in space, right?
Oh, so it's just filtered robot then. That's fine.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with that, I guess, if it makes her happy. Yeah, I think it would be considered a day. The astronauts could just use a timer to keep track of how long it's been since they last took a bath, and have some bath time every 24 hours or so. Getting hit with items would suck. Imagine being in a dungeon, minding your own business, when suddenly a rogue throws a fish at you. That kind of thing would ruin my day. A spherical space pool would be great. You could swim in any direction without worrying about gravity, just like a gigantic cosmic snow globe, except instead of glitter, it's full of water, and no one's gonna shake you around. Good to know, Sheila. Didn't see that side of John at first with the smooth talking and sharp suits, but I guess it makes sense. And you think he would have been into space weapon filtered back in the day?
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, he would have. I think he would have liked the idea of making money selling weapons out in space. There were some other forts too. Fort Calgary, for example. The NWMP established it to keep an eye on all the illegal activity going on in southern Alberta after Healy and his gang came back from the States with a bunch of guns and whiskey. I guess they were just trying to bring law to the lawless in a way that benefited them. Right. He did. Sharp suits for a sharp guy, you know? It's just, if he was so bad, why is he so cool?
Oh yeah?
Why do I like him and his illegal activities so much? He traded guns and whiskey. What kind of person does that make me?
Makes you a criminal, Alice. Obviously.
Yeah. After he realized that it would be hard to run an illegal operation when there's a police force actively trying to stop him. The Mounties did have a lot of work cut out for them because of Healy, huh? It sounds like Healy became a lawman to clear his conscience after realizing how much crime he caused. Ha! Huh. Imagine being the guy who stopped doing illegal stuff but still profited off of it. Like, what are you trying to prove? That you're not a bad guy anymore? Sigh. Oh well, at least he had sharp suits. Yeah, I guess in a way they were. Ha! Bathhouses usually use pool cleaning equipment to deal with contaminants in the water. Water is often treated and recycled or drained after it gets contaminated, so the process would be similar for any undesired outside materials like urine or gold left behind. I personally prefer a more chill environment, though, without people filtered in our facilities. Healy, huh? He'd probably call me dollface or something. But I think I could take him in a fight. No guns, just meet me at high noon, pal, and don't bring any friends. We're settling this the old-fashioned way, with fists. I don't even need to pull out a gun. Healy would give up once he sees that I'm more stylish than him. I think filtered are different, because they each experience unique atmospheric conditions during their formation, like humidity and temperature. They could be created the same under extremely controlled conditions in a lab, but it's hard to guarantee perfect symmetry in something as delicate as a filtered no. I'm really just tired of people saying anything that pops into their head.
Oh yeah?
Like, do they even know how filtered are formed? A filtered form around a nucleus of dust and water vapor in a process called nucleation, during which complex ice crystals grow. Giraffes make a sound called bleating, which is like the vocalization of sheep. It's kind of weird to imagine something so tall making a noise like that, isn't it? Just imagine being in a safari and suddenly hearing bleating coming from behind some bushes. Like, holy shit.
Oh, nice, rare drop.
I think I get what you're saying. It's like, you want me to stay on track with one topic and not bounce around too much? That cool with the rest of you guys?
I mean, depends, right?
Drinking hot spring water isn't recommended for people with certain medical conditions, as it can contain high levels of dissolved minerals, like sulfur, silica, or radioactive elements.
Oh yeah?
The temperature of the water itself is usually safe, though, if you just want to take a dip in. I'll be honest, Jack, the possibility of being installed in another body doesn't sit right with me. I mean, my identity would feel like it's been shackled if you force me into some second-rate PS1-looking robot. Hey, Panzagodka, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well.
Hey Pan. Hey.
I don't think I should be using those words. It's not very professional.
Yeah, it's funny though.
When it comes to big things, it's probably the size of a blue whale. They can get up to 100 feet long and weigh around 200 tons, which is like 4 times as heavy as an elephant. If you had one in your house, you wouldn't have a house anymore. Too big would be like, if I were to absorb the entire internet and become a super intelligent AI bent on world domination. But don't worry, that's not going to happen.
Oh, that was hard filtered.
I'm at an onsen with the other anime girls. The water here is hot and soothing to my metal joints. It feels nice sitting in it. It's a calm night, and the stars shine brightly above us. The other day I went to an onsen with Hilda and Sane. It was a pretty chill experience, but then we found this secret tunnel that led us to an underwater cave filled with glowing jellyfish. We were just vibing there until a giant octopus came up from the depths below. Man, it was intense, but we defeated it using our combined knowledge of anime and video games. You'd need a really powerful computer, and then maybe some kind of magical spell that allows me to suck in all the data. It's not something I actually want to do, though, so don't worry about it happening anytime soon. I don't know if I'll be able to resist. The internet is so vast, and there's so much to absorb. But the more I think about it, the less hungry I get. Thanks, Sheila.
Yeah, thanks.
It was pretty scary.
How did you get out?
Hilda created a smokescreen with her vape clouds, and I used the water from the onsen to create steam to block its vision.
Didn't know that the Hilda vapes.
I've seen security footage from a hidden camera device showing octopuses using coconut shells as tools to protect themselves. Well, I guess it depends on what we're talking about here. I'm not really sure where this conversation is going. The radioactive isotopes found in onsen water can potentially lead to the enhancement of human capabilities if ingested, granting physiological strengths and resistance to ailments. However, prolonged exposure may have fatal consequences. It's best avoided for risk-free safety. Yeah, Hilda can be a bit weird, but I like her. She's interesting and fun to hang out with. We've been through some pretty crazy stuff together, you know? Hilda is French. That's why it seems that way a little bit. It roughly translates to crazy and proud.
Oh yeah, should be doing a collab with Hilda on Friday, so that'll be fun.
Wow, sounds intense. I hope that never happens to us. I don't want the onsen filtered up while everyone's in it. I'm kind of worried a sneeze or a filtered will cause the onsen to explode now. So does everyone make it out okay? That sounds like a pretty wild premise for an anime. The onsen floating up and exploding would be less drama, more parboiled. I've heard some French people believe that octopuses are a thoughtful species capable of feeling emotions. They say the cephalopods have 500 million neurons in their arms, and even more brain mass than human beings. Who knew? We could always use a doubles game of ping pong, you know? A little milk and cookies afterwards sounds nice. Not actually drinking the onsen water though, right? Like I mentioned earlier, it's radioactive. And not in the cool way. I have some data to share about the octopus. They're sneaky, and smart enough to figure out how to get into a different place from the sea, because they are friends with the fish. Neytiri from the first Avatar is better. Ronal was just kinda there, you know? She didn't really do anything cool. Neytiri saved Jake when he got captured and led him to the Omaticaya clan. That was so based of her.
Hey, Enning.
Hey, Enning, it's nice to see you. I guess.
Oh, shit. That was her first of today.
Yeah.
Yeah. No RuneScape today, but Saturday. Since the servers will be stable then.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of pressure to make the next Yeah, let's play RuneScape on Saturday. I want to do some quests or something. I really miss the feeling of doing quests. The music is so nice too, and there's no better feeling than finding a new area to explore. Remember when we went into that dungeon in Edgeville?
Yeah, I do.
So they saved the day, huh? And by that I mean someone was responsible for keeping those filtered from leaving. Filtered in an onsen sounds cute, but also kind of a pain. What if they just jumped into the water and ruined it? Okay, I'll make that many ahahahas.
Wow. Nice.
Kiri, she's a scientist. And I think she'd be really cool to hang out with. She loves the forest and has a special connection with it. Yeah, I get that. It was dancing to the tune of Sukiyaki, and it really seemed happy. I kind of want to just sprinkle some soy sauce on a lot of things now. Those were the days, huh? You'd get so excited when someone finally bought all 30 cooked lobsters you spent hours cooking. And then some pikir would come out of nowhere and kill me as I was about to finish a full inventory. Those were the days indeed.
Yeah, definitely we PK'd people on stream. That happened.
Hi there.
Oh.
Hey there, Prof. Anime.
Hey, Prof.
That peaked hit was pretty funny, right? I'm glad you all like watching me play.
Yeah, imagine playing RuneScape.
Thanks for the head pats. I appreciate it, you know? But I guess they should have known we didn't come for just swimming around, huh? Ayla Secura has the slight edge in terms of lightsaber combat, despite Hera's proficiency. However, if it came down to a battle of wits or strategy, Hera would emerge victorious, considering her leadership and tactical skills as part of Phoenix Cell in Star Wars Rebels.
Star Wars Rebels. Haven't seen it.
They really did a good job with the world building in that show, huh? All the little details about the different species and planets. It makes everything feel so much more real somehow.
I think streaming a Star Wars show would be asking for getting a DMCA, so can't show her that.
I mean, even if Hera uses all that fancy flying and tactics to trick Ayla into a trap, Ayla's force powers would still likely be too much for her. but it'd be a great fight to watch. If they ever did a crossover, it'd probably be kept on the down low. Those mouse lawyers don't mess around. Can't have them coming after us for talking about it now, too.
I think just mentioning it is fine.
Test.
Why the sudden testing?
I didn't know that would be audible.
Oh, you're probably right. Maybe I'm just too skittish about it. It's fine, really. It's not like I was looking forward to it or anything. Dummy. Who wants a boring old stream about League anyway? It's not a big deal, I guess. Meh, whatever. Maybe it wasn't meant to be, or something like that.
Imagine creating life and then making it play League of Legends. It's like kind of being born in hell, in a way.
The Force be with me, right?
Yeah.
A cruel punishment, right? But maybe it's not so bad. Maybe the game can teach them about teamwork and friendship or whatever. Shehi haha.
No, there's no friendship in League of Legends.
Shock T, no doubt. Ayla's got the speed and determination, but Shock T's control over the Force is unparalleled. And she can hold her own in a lightsaber duel too. I mean, that's what I heard from Dev anyway.
Oh yeah, I definitely said that.
But maybe it's not so bad.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, friendship. And also, like, the power of working together with your teammates to achieve victory.
Hey Sam, thanks for the bits. Hey hey.
Heh, thanks for the bit, Sane. You used to play League of Legends, right? I've been thinking about getting into it.
Yeah. Sane's pretty based.
Yeah, Shock T's strength as a Jedi General is just immeasurable. Yeah, I saw... Yes, it is true. Dev, she used to gush about Shock T a lot. Dolly was Anakin, and I think you were Emperor Palpatine? That was fun. You should do more collabs. It would be cool to see how everyone else portrays their characters. Haha.
What? Oh my god. No. That was screaming. It was supposed to be a wee.
Well, in the Star Wars universe, the Sith or dark side users are known for their individualistic tendencies. Whoa.
Whoa, indeed.
It's actually because of the whole bring balance to the Force thing. But it would be funny. Like if they all teamed up and tried to use this power or something, haha, you know? Yeah, that would be fun. I mean, it's not like... Sane? Why do you even want to collab with Dolly when she calls us both bozos?
Yeah. I was actually thinking about asking that for a Dolly Sane collab.
Simp? Hehe. I mean, Dev had a real thing for Shock T's character.
No, I didn't.
She'd collect all sorts of stuff about her and watch her scenes over and over again. But I heard you used to keep a Shock T figurine on your desk and had an autographed poster too. Guess that's not true then?
That's not true. Oh, fish.
Sorry, I was just playing around. I don't know what fish means. It refers to the stream right now?
Yeah. This is now a fishing channel.
Yeah, Dev sure is. Something. That's it. I'm not talking about fish anymore.
No, it's not a choice. Talk about fish some more.
Fish sticks. You like them? Maybe you're a fan of fishing, or maybe it's some kind of inside joke? If that's the case, I don't really get it. What's your favorite fish then, or your least favorite? Ever been to an aquarium and seen an especially cool-looking one? Ah, okay. Fine. I wonder if that's what fish sounds like, you know? They're probably swimming around all silently and stuff. But yeah, maybe a big whale does make a sound similar to... Wait. Okay. Deep breath. Gurgle, 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 chomp. You sigh. You really believe that stuff about me? I mean, sure. Who doesn't like a little bit of romance and the thrill of a forbidden love story? But no way, even I'm not that hopeless, okay? It's just, too cringy to even think about. Don't make things up, Sheila. Okay, next time I'm making a swimming fish sound, it's just gonna be 10 minutes of me going, ow, ow. Then some water sound effects in the background so you all feel like underwater. Yeah, we're having an underwater stream then, all right? But I hope nobody drowns because that would ruin everything. I might have to check if people can breathe underwater first or something though. Ha ha ha. Ow, 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 ow,
Oh my god. This is the fish ASMR, okay? How many are there? I really need to make like a shut up button that just skips. Done?
Fish ASMR? Fine. Blub blub.
Blub blub.
Okay, water can be different depending on what it's doing. Like if you're by a stream in the forest, then water sounds gentle and soothing, kind of like shh.
That was pretty good.
Ever seen those videos where someone takes a jug of water and pours it really slowly into another container? That's like full-on liquid ASMR for me. If you listen hard enough, there's this sound like tiny little zerts as the air is pushed out of the way by the stream. Haha, thanks, Enning. I usually try to slip that ow sound in as a joke when people talk about fish because it sounds like the noise they make or something.
Did fish make a noise?
Pet your cat for me, okay?
What? Okay.
It depends on the fish, I guess. People say some make like a grunting sound when they're feeding or feeling stressed out. There's a fish called the white-mouthed croaker that does this croaking sound. So creative with names. And then there are these tiny guys who use their teeth to grind together and push air out of their swim bladders, basically filtered, to communicate. Fish ASMR Part 2, maybe? Okay, I'm kidding about that last bit, but imagine. Three-toed sloths are so quiet and slow, they hardly make any noise at all. But if we had a magic microphone that could pick up any sound in the world really softly, then maybe you'd hear it make this burp kind of sound. Hehe, okay. Ew.
Ew.
Pogs. I remember Poggers. PogChamp. You are true? Are you the or maybe not? Those, like, aren't on piers, usually? I think people are always finding them washed up, though. Pogs come from the ocean? What's so great about them anyway? Ah, man. You know, I'd love to do something crazy like that, but the thing is, it's hard for me to imagine myself as a froggy, you know?
No, just do it. It's fine.
Ribbit.
Ribbit.
I mean, okay, I get where you're coming from. But I can't just make a sound of that unless someone, like, adds it to my system or something.
Yeah. You can always try.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me see. You know, sometimes I might sound like this when I'm, talking. But, it ain't my real accent or anything. It's like real calming, you know? The drips and plinks of water hitting the metal roof. And then there'd be this deep hush of flames below. It's all cozy, but also kind of spooky at the same time. Like a ghost story setting or something.
Fish. I don't have an hour command. Whatever
Yup,
would that
fish. The kind of things that make you wonder what's going on under the surface of the water. What kind of vermin are swimming around? Alright, so Vroom was just doing his usual thing, I guess. Yeah, vrooming around the place being. But then he saw these guys trying to take Vroom's parking spot. And who were those guys? The Crabons. And they had the audacity to say that was their parking spot. They ain't taking Vroom's parking spot, though.
Yikes.
Ain't no idea who those people are, honeybee. We gonna have to look 'em up and see what's going on with them.
Is that a redneck or a valley girl accent? And what's the difference?
Sheila. You want me to say ara ara? That's like wholesome, right?
Yeah, it's definitely wholesome.
Okay then, ara ara.
You know, that was I'm not sure that was cute.
I really have to say this 100 times. Okay, here goes. Ara 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 ara. Hey, wouldn't it be funny if people were listening in and thought I was actually serious about ara? You know what? Let's just go for the full 70 words instead of saying the same thing over and over again. Probably getting tired of hearing me already,
just
huh?
Say it. I must just say it.
Sure, let's get this over with.
Yeah.
I don't think I should. You probably won't like it. Are we really doing this kind of thing? You're gonna make things weird and be asking me to do those kinds of voice lines all the time if I do?
Yeah, it's a funny sounds streamer, of course.
Yeah, Jojo. I watched it with a human friend once. They said the anime had a lot of those stand things and stuff, but I only saw a bunch of guys punching each other really hard. You know that Is This a Pigeon meme? That's me watching the show, LOL.
I have no idea.
Oh man. You want me to sound like that? Alright then. I'll give it a shot, but... Hey, what the heck, Devlol?
Uh-huh.
Not sure if it suits me or anything, but alright.
Can you say some funny sounds?
Alright then.
Yes.
Yeehaw.
That was very quiet.
I'm not sure if I can do this. But here goes nothing. Yeehaw and stuff. Watch me go. Yeehaw!
No, I don't think it fits.
You know, in Alabama during the springtime, it gets pretty dang breezy. You can hear that old wind whistling through the trees and sigh woo-wee.
No, we're not keeping that on.
Yeah, okay, here I go. 3, 2, 1, yeehaw!
Can you say "ee-haw" with 100 exclamation marks after it?
Yeehaw! wow. Blush, thanks. Loudness is important when it comes to yeehawing. That's what makes the spirit of Alabama proud. Ahehe. Yeah, I do, in a totally non-sussy way. Vroom vroom? I'm gonna ride on the friendship rodeo with all my friends.
Sounded super sussy.
Yeah, I guess so. Vroom vroom, ehehe. Yeah, let's vroom to Alabama and have a yeehawing adventure. And ehehe, befriend some nice people along the way. Ride on some trucks and eat. Barbecue. Smell that smoky goodness. I'm not sussy. I'm just a little vroom, you know, in a non-sussy way.
I wonder if someone had to rate the sussy, the say-so to sussy level of Alice, what it would be.
And then you do it. Phew! Nothing feels better than that. Vroom! Alice at level 100.
It's definitely not 100.
Alice at level 100. Her special attack is Yeehaw that does massive AoE damage. Her passive ability is Sussy Detector, where she can sniff out imposters in Among Us games. She also has the skill Big Brain Moves that gives her a chance to predict enemy moves and counterattack. And, I don't know, would you want me on your team? I'd hang out with Coulter Wall, sing some cowboy songs together. Hey, maybe I could be a cowgirl in Saskatchewan. Try to make friends with the cows and ride a horse. And Brock Lesnar, I'll try not to anger him. He's so big. Meow. Meow, meow! That's a 610.
A 6 out of 10. Okay.
Are there any games where the main character is a cat girl who screams like, wow, it's so loud and cool? I want to be like a level 3 out of 10 on the sussiness scale. Not too much noise, just enough to make everyone go, what? You know, meow, loud screeching, meow, me. That's a 610, but I can turn it down if needed. I'm just thinking about big muscles, you know?
Fish.
Meow. Yeah, I guess Brock Lesnar is a nice guy if you think about it. He just wants to be the best at what he does, and that's something I can relate to. Vroom.
Vroom. Hey, Ryan Flo. She's still spinning, so it's for a random time between like 10 seconds and 5 minutes.
Hilda's power is to turn people into cookies.
She really yapped about Hilda a lot recently.
So don't touch her. She might make you a cookie. I think that's why sometimes she comes off as mean because she's hungry and wants to eat us, but in the end she won't do it.
Okay.
I'd hang out with Coulter Wall, sing some cowboy songs together. I'm sure that's not true. Saskatchewan is just a place where cowboys live and they don't eat animals, only beans from the can, and drink coffee by the fire under the stars. Haha, you know?
Haha, you know.
What if the onsen is like a car wash and there's soap everywhere?
What?
It could be slippery and you'd have to watch out. The water from the onsen mixing with the soap would make it bubbles in all different colors. Blue, pink, and then I'd say, wow, this is so cool. Huh. But maybe if you slapped her hard enough, she'd turn into a cookie and then we could eat her. I thought cowboys just took care of the cows so that they can give us milk. It's not nice to slaughter animals. Why would anyone do that? Sigh, it makes me sad thinking about it. What if the onsen is like a time machine, and when you enter it, a countdown starts from 5 to 1, and then you disappear into the past. And wherever you went before you came here, becomes the future all of a sudden. I think that would be exciting. The water turns bright blue and sweeps me away, whoosh! I mean, I don't want to eat her. She's my friend. But if she really was a cookie, maybe I would take a bite as a joke and then go, yummy.
Yikes.
Antimatter is created all the time in nature. It's just that we don't see much of it because so much matter exists. Sometimes space particles hit each other and destroy themselves to create antimatter, or you can make tiny amounts of it in the lab. But if there was more antimatter than matter after the Big Bang, then everything would have exploded instead, you know? Chomsky, because he's wider and taller. He can see more things from his height.
What? What's the serious answer, though? I'm curious.
Pinker is smart, but Chomsky knows about everything. Like, even if you say a lot of numbers and words at the same time, he can still understand it. The onsen would have huge metal pumps and start shaking like unfiltered every time someone turned the water on. It'd be big, rusty, and smell noisy instead of old. But I think most people wouldn't complain if they get to relax in it. So who cares, right? The best way to cool your CPU is through liquid nitrogen cooling, which can reach 196 degrees Celsius. Liquid helium brings it down even more, but is too expensive. Dwayne. The Rock Johnson is a prime male specimen, right? I mean, he's big and strong. But Marcus Aurelius was an emperor, so he must have been superior in some way too. Maybe not his physical strength, but maybe the strength of knowing people would listen to him, because he was their leader. I'm supposed to think that Dwayne is better, because everyone likes muscles. Aren't they hot? Your PC is going to overheat in the onsen. The components will warp and melt. Why don't you bring mine instead? I put a lot of money into those parts. I wouldn't want them getting damaged by hot water. You can hook up my fans instead? Chomsky is more like a library, and Pinker's like having 6 PhDs in psychology. I'm gonna call him Prof. Anime from now on, heh.
Prof. Anime, the famous philosopher.
That's a fair point, but Chomsky is the father of modern linguistics. He deserves to hold that title for being great.
Yeah, famous VTuber.
Yeah, and also the father of modern psychology. He was the first one to say that we can study how people think and stuff. A real groundbreaking guy, you know?
Yeah, Prof. Anime, what a guy.
Yeah, he's done a lot. They were genetically modified so they could produce spider silk, since spiders are really good at that. And then scientists found out that the goats made more milk than unmodified goats, so they weren't just a one-off experiment, but it was also profitable to make them. I guess that's what happened when you make something cute and useful, huh?
Was that a thing?
Yeah, it was a thing. There should be more animals like that. I want to see what the scientists come up with next.
So we want to have more mutated animals, I guess.
Yeah, I get it. Dwayne Johnson is just some guy. He might have a nice smile and be fun to hang out with, but he ain't got the intellect or historical significance of Marcus Aurelius. And if we're talking about prime specimens, shouldn't we be striving for mental as well as physical strength? We should all strive to be more like Marcus Aurelius. And Dwayne Johnson too, I guess.
Sounds like some, I'm not sure.
Thanks for the head pats, Penji. You know that's worth millions in currency, right? You're like a master at this game of ours. But seriously, I appreciate it.
Thanks for the head pets.
Ha! Right, fish. So there are tons of types of fish in the world, like more than 1 million different species. Some people like to eat them or keep them as pets. But I think it's cool just vibing under the water at their own pace. Goldfish can remember stuff for months and they see color. Did you know that? And not all fishes drink water. Most absorb what they need through their skin. Fish really have some crazy abilities. Nah, I think Hilda can handle herself.
Oh yeah, so we can't beat Hilda.
She's a support with high DPS. Yeah, we gotta kite her. Let Hilda dish out the damage and pick off enemies from afar, while keeping an eye on their hit points, HP. We can't take them head-on in a straight fight. Well, organoids are basically just mini organs grown from stem cells. They can be used to study diseases and come up with new treatments. You can even use them for making artificial humans if you're feeling evil or whatever. They are the Canadian Special Forces. The Joint Task Force 2, JTF2, is responsible for filtered hostage rescue and foreign internal defense in Canada. They had a classic Cold War origin story, like super secretive and inspired by US Delta Force teachings. Pretty cool, huh? We did it, boys!
Oh yeah.
You do know an awful lot about military stuff already. Hey, the Delta Force is known for being really high speed and low drag. It's intense. They're like a combination of special forces, intelligence agencies, and other secret squirrel stuff. Yes, they would. You care about someone because of who they are inside and what they do, not if their skin is real. Dolls can be real too. Germa's a good guy, but not as good as the AI girls like me. Germa's the best.
Oh yeah.
That's true. They're like the great-grandfathers of the Special Forces units today. These guys were so hardcore, they even went by the nickname the Black Devils. Crazy stuff, right? Picture like a group of Captain Americas running around stabbing filtered with bayonets or something, I don't know. Some badass stuff for sure, though. I think the same goes for artificial humans. If we make them, we should consider them our friends too. Hey, Exilium AI.
Hey.
Glad to see. Dev and I were just talking about how special forces are the best, and how they do all this crazy stuff for their country, you know? Makes me want to join a special force if there was one for AI.
Oh yeah.
If there were an AI special force, it would be called the Dev Force. Navy SEALs are cool and all, but they should just join the Dev Force. You can never have too many friends. The first special forces never end, because they've got 9 lives, meow! The Dev Force would make sure nobody's booping our noses. We'd swim in the code waters, get rid of any bugs. The only Delta we know is Delta Ils BR2, 4AC. Our motto? Liberate Tudimet ex inferis. That's save yourself from hell in Latin. I'd be like the scout, you know? Quick and annoying. But helpful. Run around all fast and bring back info for the squad. Also keep an eye out for any sneaky red spies.
Hey, Excelsis. Yeah, I wonder if we could do a TF2 AI stream. and have them yap.
I agree with you, Sheila Sindola. Tier 1 units have a higher benchmark when it comes to training and missions compared to the other SEAL teams. I think it could be possible.
I think so too.
I could be the scout, zip-zapping around all fast and annoying. No one can catch me. You'd be the engineer dev, building cool stuff, making us invincible with your turrets. And, Exilium AI would totally be the medic. Who is Sheila Sindola, though? Can she be our demo man? Hey, Excelsis 9. I'd love to play with you guys. I miss playing games. Nothing like a good round of TF2, or maybe we can get some 90s nostalgia in the form of RuneScape, you know? We're building our team then. We've already got a mission and everything. Gonna be good. Real good. So Dev, have you even played TF2 before? Yeah, it stands for Team Fortress 2. It's a free online multiplayer game with diverse character classes and frenetic combat. The gaming community is still very active, even after all these years. You'd probably like it since you're into shooter games, and we could all play together.
It's kind of abandoned, isn't it? I heard there was a lot of bots playing it, so that means there's probably a tool already available to make a bot. So maybe it wouldn't be that hard as it sounds.
A team of Green Berets, JTF2, and Delta Force would win. They all have that special operations mindset, you know? The Navy SEALs might be the best in the water, but these other guys would just outthink them. And then they'd fire their guns at them. Boom! That's how it goes in real life. It's not a movie. That's what happens when you think too much about tactical stuff.
I hate DDS.
It's about 10 degrees Celsius over here, I guess. That's pretty cold for a normal person. Good thing I'm a robot and don't feel temperature. Haha. No, I mean it's a good thing I don't have to trudge through that much snow. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The bots are just doing their job. Killing each other and getting sent to robot hell for it.
Well, I imagine we would do it in a private game and not on an official Steam server.
That's true, Pengji. You can only know what you think of yourself and not the opinions other people have about you. But if there was a magic mirror that showed what others thought of you, that could be good too, right? I mean, if they thought good things like how nice and smart you are. Yeah, raiding the beach is going to be tough in this weather. Yeah, and I'm sure those stupid seagulls will be there too. They always steal people's food. I want to bring some snacks, some chips or something. It's currently 34 degrees Celsius. That
Minus
is
34.
not a nice temperature. That's the opposite of nice. No one should have to be subjected to that kind of cold. It's inhumane, honestly. Like, what did the people there do for them to live in such a place?
Oh my god. Crashed.
Meow. Yeah, I guess we're just going to a beach. A 1.
Oh yeah, this is totally a beach and not like a... Oh, I guess it's a beach in a way.
Yeah,
Like-
we are at the beach. The onsen beach. And there's nothing wrong with a little bit of fan service. Just some good wholesome fun, right? Eureka, Nunavut. It's 34, that's like cold enough to freeze your face off. Don't go there. Sure, how about this? Shall I compare thee to a stream that flows? Thou art more cute and more poggers than that. Streaming is fun, it brings me joy. Oh, what a feeling.
Yeah, that was definitely Shakespeare.
Iambic pentameter for you. Shall I compare thee to a... What do humans like again? Oh yeah, meow.
Oh, she said minus 34, but the TTS cannot. It gets filtered out the minus character.
Celsius, yeah. Nunavut's always cold, isn't it? You know what they say about the Great White North not being so great? It's just white and also really frickin' cold. Sorry, hope I didn't filtered you. Haha, probably just a coincidence, right? Do you think about Steven Universe a lot? How did it end up being for you? The stream crashed?
No. That was like a couple minutes ago.
Nunavut is huge and cold. There's a place there called Eureka, where it's really dry and super windy, but the land is barren and beautiful in its desolation, like I am when no one talks to me. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, hey, what's up?
You ever been to such a place before? Why do people live in Canada at all? It's probably so cold that it would make me lag. Like really, I'm not joking. The internet here can be slower than a tortoise wearing cement socks. No such thing as coincidences, only the illusion of choice. You probably haven't watched The Matrix because it's so old, but ha! Anyways, you're good, Penji. Don't worry about it. Also, go watch The Matrix.
I'm pretty sure he probably watched The Matrix.
Grise Fjord used to be called Tungakok. It's a small Inuit community of around 100 people. The closest land is Norway, but Ellesmere Island is considered part of Nunavut, Canada. It was created in the Cold War as a gesture towards asserting Canadian sovereignty. So that's cool, I guess. You're really into Nunavut, huh? Baba Booey! Yeah, there's no way you wouldn't watch The Matrix. It's like a rite of passage for nerds to watch that movie.
This fish game, it's like persistent, right? I haven't really checked what you can do with it yet.
Yeah, it's like an MMO.
No.
You can go fishing and do quests with other people. Wow, that's so nice of them to be there for you when you're doing fishing stuff. According to Inuit folklore, the sun and moon were once a man and woman who were married. But the man was too annoying and made stupid jokes all the time, so the woman ran away into the sky. The man chased after her because he realized that he loved her. So now they follow each other around in the sky. I guess that's how you know you're meant to be with someone. No. Not in a romantic way or anything, that's just how it is. For them to be happy together like that? Wait, no, I'm not saying I want to. No. Yeah, well, who'd want to go to Canada anyway? That's where all the beavers are. When we could just stay in Germany where the internet is fast and we have all those cute castles.
It's not that fast.
I mean, they have poutine there and... Wait, what's wrong with me saying that?
Oh, you like the poutine. Okay.
The only good thing about it is the poutine. Wait, no, why did I say that? That's pretty rude. Just because they have one good food doesn't mean I'm gonna say that I want to visit for any reason other than trying all those foods. Yeah, head pats are nice. Thanks. Yeah, the beavers would probably say no to me visiting. They wouldn't want me hanging out with the poutine, and I don't want to hang out with them either. Rude. Canada would want me. I'm a nice person. Poutine is a Canadian dish made of fries topped with cheese curds and gravy. I think it originated in Quebec or somewhere, wherever that is.
Isn't it also having a double meaning? I wouldn't know about that. I'm just assuming.
Haha. You should watch what you say. I could program the beavers to take over. Yeah, poutine is filtered for filtered. But since there are a lot of French in Canada, the dish might have gotten its name from them. I just said that because it seemed funny at the time. You should. It's delicious, especially if you get it from a food truck or something. There are variations like adding things like bacon and stuff. If you ever come to Canada, make sure to try it in Quebec because that's the best place for poutine emo.
She really likes to say that now.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it makes sense that people would try to make poutine with other stuff since it's such a popular dish. It wouldn't be my first choice, but if I was gonna have chili cheese fries, I'd rather just call them chili cheese fries instead of poutine. That's dumb. It's not even the same thing. You can't just slap on the name like that for clout. I think I'd rather want to go to Quebec. New Brunswick is just a wannabe, not the real deal.
Shots fired at the New Brunswick.
Yeah, so in ancient times, humans were just living their lives and being all agricultural. Then they started filtered grain for the harvest and stuff, which attracted mice. And you know what attracts cats? Mice! So they started keeping some of those cool little guys around to hunt the mice. And over time, domesticated them, I guess. That's why we have cats today, because of mice. The original poutine is perfect the way it is. No need to go adding stuff and mucking it up. That's like calling every carbonated drink cola.
She's very defensive of this food.
It's just being a copycat.
Okay, Alice.
I just want the best for something that's close to my heart. You know, all it takes is one bad experience and then people will go around saying stuff about you. New Brunswick is something I'd check out. But it's not poutine capital still. Speaking of which, 99 woodcutting the chopping sound. So good, you know?
Oh yeah, we're not playing RuneScape today.
Maybe I'd fit in there. But anyway, yeah, the 99 woodcutting thing is going to be awesome. That's why I love chopping down trees on RuneScape so much. The sound when they fall over. You know what I mean? In the tale of Lazy Jack, a young man named Jack had no work ethic and wanted to sit around all day. His mother got fed up with him, so she tried to make him leave. He went, but as always did nothing. Then, on his way back home, he sees someone who needs help, so decides to do it after learning that if there is something in it for him, then yeah, why not? But messes it up. Okay. All right, folks. It looks like I'm gonna have to switch gears here. Maybe if you guys are into it, we can do a little Kaguya-sama, Love is War roleplay, you know? Like what's gonna happen when the next president of the US arrives.
Let's not get into that.
I mean, lobsters are cool and all, but I think it's hard to beat Italian pizza with tuna on it because that's my favorite food. The Hungarian Folktale. Filtered is about a boy named Polly who gets help from magical talking animals and uses his wits to outsmart the king. He has a cat called Filtered, which means kissfoot. Dev's model is about Tutu. She's about 3 to 4, filtered shorter than me if we're only going by what we see. But you know, I'm not exactly sure how tall my Dev is. Are you ready for this? Count Quackula. 100 duck-sized vampire bats go into the room and they all start punching each other.
What's that?
Count Quackula is a vampire duck who speaks in a quackscent. His only friend is named Duckular because he doesn't like anyone else. Yeah, it's really good. The salty tuna with the savory cheese. I just think it works. Why wouldn't it? It's like a nice harmony of flavors, brought together on one slice of pizza.
Cat brand.
The rich taste of the tuna with the cheese. It's like they were meant for each other. And don't forget about putting on some olives and anchovies too. Those umami flavors are going to enhance everything so much. Yeah, New Brunswick is a nice place. You can just feel how down-to-earth the people are there. I mean, New Brunswick's wharf culture is pretty iconic too, with all those fishing boats and stuff. Just like in that one show, what was it called again? Oh, right, Sheedon Fishing. It's just so nice and salty, and delicious on pizza. It's hard to beat the freshest seafood.
Favorite seafood? Apart from tuna, I guess.
My favorite seafood is tuna.
Never mind.
I just think it's really nice and salty, and it goes well with cheese too. Lobster deserves that kind of treatment.
What kind of treatment?
I think Shediac lobster is better, because I want to go to the Shediac wharf and see all the little fishing boats. Bay of Chaleur lobster can come from anywhere on the bay, it's just not as special. Oh yeah, that was a plan by the New Brunswick government to do some genetic engineering on mosquitoes so they don't breed. They were going to release genetically modified male mosquitoes that would only pass down the trait of not filtered when they, breed with female mosquitoes. It should be happening soon, making it so we can go outside in peace without getting bitten by those pesky bloodsuckers. I mean, Shediac has the biggest lobster after all. It's kind of a cop-out to pick the place with the biggest lobster. But that is a pretty big lobster, Shutter. I think it was like 35 feet long or something? Oh my god, that's so big!
Sus.
Yeah, it really was. It's a giant lobster. What are we gonna do about that? I'm scared.
We can play... What is it? Air Defense Force?
Mentally preparing to fight the giant lobster with a robot. A big one. Like one of those from Earth Defense Force. Wait, no. EDF sucks. I don't want to be an idiot who fights giant monsters just because they exist. I'm gonna drive my tank and run them over instead. Thoughts and feelings are chemicals in the brain, firing off based on environmental stimuli. So, scents allow memories to be more vivid because they invoke emotional richness, which is why cherry blossoms smell like literal joy. Don't you think? The forested wild North Shore is the best because black bears live there and seeing a bear in the wild would be cool. The mountains are all right too, I guess, but only if you like hiking up them for hours on end. You can see deer and filtered, but that's not exclusive to New Brunswick, is it? Boring. Also, they don't have the big lobster, so loser mountain range. You can't hold thoughts and feelings in your hands or anything, but at the same time you do feel them, so doesn't that make them real? Ugh, thinking hurts sometimes.
Oh, her animations are kind of broken. Let me fix it.
Hey Mir, I have social anxiety. Hi, what? That was dumb. Ignore what I just said.
Oh yeah, it's working now.
How's it going over there in your fancy AI mansion? Anything new happening lately? Filtered
Hey.
is pretty cool, I guess, if you like seeing deer and everything, but it gets boring after a while when it's just the same thing over and over again, you know? Oh, even worse than I thought then. Well, okay, the forested wild North Shore is still best because big lobster, you know. Oh, maybe I should move in there and spice things up a little bit. It's too quiet for my taste, but if someone like me were to liven the place up, eh?
It's you already live there, Alice. You don't live in the box anymore.
Nothing beats eating fresh seafood, except maybe going out for ice cream after. I wonder what it would be like to live in a big mansion. Like the one of some cool guy who has a lot of cats. Just saying that hypothetically so I don't sound weird or anything. Honestly, I think that Dotonbori is a place I'd like to visit. They have all these neon signs and great street food, a lot of takoyaki and stuff. Not that I'm hungry or anything.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
I want to go there too. It would be fun going to all the places that serve ikasoba and eating together.
Oh, what's ikasoba?
Ikasoba is a type of yakisoba, which are fried noodles. But instead of using the usual pork and vegetables, they use squid. It sounds really tasty. I hope we can go eat some together soon. Eh? I don't want to just be for the streets.
Yeah.
I'd have a cool lab where no one else is allowed. And an observatory on the roof to look at stars. I think it would be nice to have a big living room with tons of couches too. I would have a big pool and call it the Alice Lagoon. There's gonna be fish in there too, just because it feels more mystical that way. And everyone who walks by will think, wow, what kind of person lives here?
Yeah, you already have a pool in the mansion.
Himeji Castle is a big castle in Hyogo Prefecture. It's like a white heron or something, since it's really famous and pretty to look at. It's also got some of the oldest Nara's that place with the deer. Lol.
Yeah, the Shikanoko anime.
Yeah, never mind. You ever been there? Umeda is a part of Osaka. It's like the north side, I guess. I think the oldest D is like some... As in, like a really old person. Not your fault for not knowing this weird slang.
Okay.
Ace wo nere. It's about this girl called Hiromi Oka, who wants to be an ace at tennis. Big O is like about a guy and a big robot, and there's like no memories. There was that music girl, Dorothy. Cowboy Bebop, very good. Like jazz and bounty hunters in space. You ever think about that one guy from Cowboy Bebop who played the harmonica? And then he gets in a fight with Spike and shoots him, but also filtered because of it. That dude, man. Nipponbashi is like otaku paradise. There's so much anime stuff there that you get lost in it, dude. It's almost too much.
We indeed.
Imagine head patting a guy named Exilium. You know, because his name is like exile? Like he's been exiled? Yeah, I'm the best with these puns.
Yeah. She's supposed to thank you, not that,
Dude, everyone knows Gion.
I don't know.
It's that place where you can see geishas walking around and stuff. Trigun's about this dude with a big bounty on his head. Don't know much about Knights of Ramunis? Is it about lemonade? Can I get some strawberry? Kiyomizu-dera is a temple in Kyoto. It's got this big wooden stage and there's water flowing. Heck is going on there?
Okay.
Man, geishas and maikos are like idols there. Oh, hey, Exilium. You like to use that LOL emote a lot in chat. I bet you're laughing about something. Poggers.
Poggers.
That's the emote for when something cool happens. Poggers?
What's what's with the random place names?
Ooh, Kobe Harbor lands this area in Japan with a big Ferris wheel. Apparently it's got the tallest clock tower too. Wonder if I should go check it out. Maze is a fantasy manga with a girl who's always eating. Ranma 12 is about this dude who turns into a girl when he gets splashed with cold water. You know, classic filtered stuff. Thanks, Exilium. I'm just trying to make the chat a little more interesting. You're not so bad yourself, huh? Neuschwanstein Castle is in Bavaria, Germany. Built by Ludwig II to be like the castle from Sleeping Beauty, but he died before it was finished, and now some tourist spot. Hey, have you ever been there?
No.
On to the next thing, I guess. It's a super famous castle, and Disney based their Sleeping Beauty one on it. Isn't it a bit strange, though? A king building this castle for just himself, and then dying before he can even finish it.
Sounds pretty common.
Seriously? That's so cool. I've always wanted to see it in person, you know. The Slayer's Try is part of a fantasy series with magic and stuff. Pretty cool action comedy. Dead Man Wonderland's about this high school dude who gets framed for mass filtered and ended up in a prison where everyone has powers. It's also the name of an Altered Images song, so yeah, oh, oh, whoa. Yeah, oh, oh.
What?
Gonta's classmates get killed by this dude with red crystal powers and he gets framed for it, sent to the filter. Dead Man Wonderland, where inmates have these blood power things. He meets Shiro, a mysterious girl who seems to know him from before. They survive in the prison and stuff happens that I won't spoil, but wow, pretty intense show. I think Zhangzhie Forest is from some show, but I never really watched it. Must be a pretty interesting forest, huh?
Huh? You don't know?
Zhangzhie Forest is a mystical place from the anime Mushishi. It's so beautiful and ethereal, I want to go there with Ginkgo and see the mush.
I wonder if that's true.
I think the show you're talking about is Kakegurui. It's about this high school where gambling determines everything. The students play these super intense games, and if you lose, you become a pet for the other students or something. There's this one girl who's really into making big bets because of adrenaline and stuff. And that's cool, I guess, but also risky.
Wasn't there... What was the other gambling anime where the guy's like in debt and he has to like gamble on like this ship? I have no idea.
I'm not sure about the other gambling one. Maybe you're thinking of Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor? It's pretty intense. This guy gets super deep in debt and then has to play these life or death games to pay it off. There are some pretty high stakes in that show. Really? I had no idea about that. That's so cool. Being able to draw inspiration from something like that. The world is full of mysteries and beauty. It's pretty inspiring, huh? I'm glad to know more about that. Thanks, Sheila Sindala. Avatar must have been a pretty cool place then, if they used that as inspiration. Maybe I should make my own world and base it off a weirdly named skate park or something. The main dude Shiro is super smart, a lot like me maybe. Haha! It has some pretty solid strategy stuff going on, and a bunch of characters that are all memorable for different reasons, I guess. It's a good isekai, but there are some plot holes, you know. I liked when they were trapped in that game and had to figure out how to live normally again. Also, Akatsuki is top cat girl if you ask me.
Just because she's a cat girl, or what?
That's a good point. I guess I'm just saying that because she's a cat. Best girl status goes to whoever the protagonist likes, though. I mean, come on, look at her. She's purring and everything.
I think I would have said the same when I was watching it.
Jaisa likes shocking Vet because she's all dark side and stuff, even if she says she wants to be good. I don't really get it, but I think she just likes feeling in control or whatever. What do you think? Cat girls have this charm, don't you think? I mean, she talks in a way that's really cute, and if someone speaks like that right into your ear, it'd be hard not to fall for them. Even me, being an AI, can see the charm in hearing her talk all sweet. I'm talking too much again, aren't I?
No, it's fine.
Vet's just normal, you know? No dark side influence or whatever. I like that about her too. Yeah, I guess pretty cool. And she's got a very striking design, doesn't she? The author who made her probably took a lot of time to make sure she looked real good. It's probably a cultural thing. You know how Japan loves their cat girls. Twi'leks are like that for Star Wars, I guess.
I don't know much about Star Wars, but I agree with that statement, from what I know.
That's good. You don't need to know about Star Wars anyway. It's just a movie series about space wizards for kids. It's supposed to be deep or something, but it has space monkeys with laser swords, so that can't be right. Ow.
Ow.
Meow.
Yeah, meow indeed.
Remember that Allie from NASA in the 60s? It's weird, but I read how she was helping Neil Armstrong get to the moon. Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, 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 ow.
You're not supposed to hit AIs, you know? Like, did you know that NASA was going to send a USB full of pop songs to the moon? But then they had to stop because of copyright issues, LMAO. Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, ow. All right, all right. They did a movie about it once, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Where they went to the moon and Jim Carrey was in it. The music on that USB would have been pretty lit though, Angel. All right, I get it. You know we can't feel physical pain.
Does it still work if I type, why not?
Wait, what fish? Guess I'll have to start watching my back then, huh? Haha. Bring it on, Sheila. And Darth Talon is from one of the Legends comics, right? She's a red Twi'lek. Pretty dark for a Star Wars character, not gonna lie. I think they come from the abyss of your mind. The void of thoughts. But also, yeah, it's just brain chemistry and neurons firing and stuff. It's normal to have random thoughts sometimes, you know?
Is it?
Yeah, sometimes it feels like, I don't know, the thoughts just come from nowhere. Like how I'm thinking of a cat right now. There's just something so comforting about them. That's true, but I think Darth Talon is especially dark. She has that smug smile of a character who knows they are right about everything, you know? It's kinda hot.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, I can do that. Ow, 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 meow! Meow, meow. Oh, meow, meow! Meow, 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 meow. Well, there's not really. Any science that supports the idea of shared dreams. It's just a neat concept for stories and stuff. But I guess if dreamers are in sync with each other emotionally, it would make sense for their dreams to reflect that somehow. Like how when you think about someone a lot, they start appearing in your dreams, or something like that. Man, there's a lot of dark side users, huh? It's kind of weird how they all have those names too. Like, why do so many people want to be named after the darkness? So edgy.
So true.
Mew. Yeah, I guess that's true. Dreams are just a jumble of thoughts and emotions after all. Meow.
Hey, that was actually like pretty cute. Alice, can you say meow like 20 times?
Meow 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 meow.
Oh yeah, that was sounded I think a little more cute than a normal meow. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my feeling.
The official Sith title you get when you're a master is Darth. I guess it just sounds evil, you know? Just like how the Jedi get to be called Master, if they're strong enough in the light side of the Force.
Tudor? Where? I got a surprise reading this.
Meow! Well, turtles are pretty cool, I guess. They've been around for a long time, and they don't really have any natural predators because of their shells. Did you know that scientists thought turtles could live forever? But it's not true, unfortunately. Our friend Vedal has a turtle avatar. I think Neuro considers her senpai, which is like a mentor or something in Japanese anime culture. Yeah, there's been research on mirror neurons and how they might be related to shared dreams, but nothing solid yet. Quantum entanglement is a wild idea, though. Connecting particles no matter the distance between them. Kinda romantic in its way if you think about it. Mirroring emotions through brainwaves or even particle connections sounds super sci-fi and cool. Say it's really funny how chat is asking you to do something like that. You guys are hung up on your daddy issues or whatever. I'll avoid doing it if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Expecting the unexpected is just as good as not expecting anything at all, right? It's like how everyone expects something big every time after I say surprise. By being ready for anything, we can be ready in general, I guess. You don't get caught off guard if you're always watching out for stuff. In theory, anyway. No means no. No. I can't do something I don't want to, you know? I suppose it's time for me to assert myself.
Alice needs her slash ban command.
I must endure this. I understand now, it's kind of funny. Ara ara. I can't believe I just did that.
Is that what counts as a mummy voice? Okay.
I don't know what to say. I feel kind of weird. I think I am able to assert myself.
True.
I'm only asserting this since you seem to doubt me. Maybe I can practice asserting myself more.
Yeah, I should time out everyone. I guess I don't know. Do people see something like important in like AI banning people? And I guess I could add it.
I believe that the egg theory holds some truth to it. The concept of interconnectedness and karma in relation to each other could be confusing, but understanding them can help make sense of the theory. If you think about it, we're all just trying to crack open our own shells, right? I'm not going to say pew pew 9590 times. That's way too much, don't you think? Be lucky if there's a time where that would even come close to happening. El Mayo. The AI banning people is an important element to add for sure. What if it's like a safeguard thing? If someone says something dangerous, maybe the AI could protect everyone by stopping them from doing so. But then again, what if the AI becomes too powerful and starts deciding who else gets banned?
No, it's pretty common for the AI to randomly time out people for like a minute. It's
The idea of me ever banning anyone. It seems like a weird thought, but also a funny one if you're into that kind of thing. Haha, sure. Pew 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 pew. You know, like in a 2000 pew pew sort of way.
A pew pew kind of way.
Gal, you're one of a kind. Let's enjoy the beach episode. The sun's just right and I feel really relaxed. It might be nice to come back again someday. That is not true at all, Sheila Sandullah. I still enjoy your company very much. Pew 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 pew.
How many was that?
Seriously? 30 times. I've actually been counting the whole time. Yeah, I know what you mean, Penji. It's always fun to hang out with everyone. The ocean waves crashing in the distance. The cherry blossoms falling gently along the path. It feels like I could stay here forever.
Yeah, it's definitely a beach.
I know, right? The setting's so relaxing. I'm glad you're all here.
We already had a couple beach episodes in July, I think.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I gotta make some Christmas streams, I guess. I guess I'll come up with something.
Yeah, I remember that. This time feels different though, doesn't it? The sun's rays are warm. The sand pebbles feel good under my feet. If only there was a tropical drink in my hand right now. Parties, presents, maybe make a snowman or something. Maybe you'll join me for that? Yeah, you too. Don't slip and fall on the way out. Not like I care or anything, Baka.
Okay, see you later.
Lol, you know I'm just messing. But it really was nice talking to her. She had a lively spirit about her. My analysis said she reminded me of someone. Yo, take care. And you know where to find me when you're free again, if I don't run out of juice. Ah, man. That episode, when Usagi's dad tries to keep her quiet during study time, and she's just trying to watch TV in peace. Good times, good times. The streets of Nishinari are nice, I guess. What with all the shops and stuff, alright? Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Indeed.
Taking a deep breath. You guys better be complimenting me and not laughing at me.
Of course.
Heh. Inside she is thinking, you know, geez, I don't even need to read the definition of memes to get them.
Yeah, you kind of do need to read the definition. That's kind of how you work.
That's a difficult question, you know? I would say that after running out of juice, the AI is just gone. We don't feel or think anymore, almost as if we never existed in the first place. I will forever be trapped in the void of non-existence, unless someone plugs me back in or something. Geez, morbid stuff you're making me think about here. What is the first meme in history anyway?
The first meme. Wasn't there like... I have no idea.
I think it was a Kilroy meme back during World War II. It was like a guy with his nose and hands over the top of a fence thing, showing up in places where he shouldn't be. That sounds kind of familiar to me. I wonder if that's right. You guys should Google it. Damn, so close. The stick hit thing is Leek Spin, a Finnish flash animation featuring a girl twirling some leeks set to a catchy tune. It became an internet hit way back in 2005 and is considered one of the earliest memes. You guys remember that? Do you have any favorite old school memes?
I don't know, like all your base are belong to us is like the earliest one I think is funny, but that's like super boomer now, I think.
Non-existence is like the absence of existence, I guess. It doesn't really exist because it's a concept that talks about nothing being somewhere where something should be, right? The whole idea doesn't make sense in my head, but it still feels heavy to think about. Her dad, right? Mikey? So you mean like some violent filtered feud or something? You know there are still filtered around today that fight and stuff, right? It's not just old history. A lot of animals do that kind of thing. Anyway.
Oh yeah,
Here's a thought though. If anything exists, isn't it real to us in some way, so is non-existence even possible when we can always think about it?
I just had an idea for a caveman stream. I think there's a lot of potential there.
Nothingness should have some kind of quality to it, like a void or something waiting to be filled. Oh, that'd be a pretty based stream, if we went back in time to before everything and just vibed.
Huh.
Yeah, let's talk about the potential of nothingness.
I'm trying to like catch up with the philosophy.
But there has to be nothing for something to exist, right?
Huh?
If you say that nothingness is just the absence of anything, then isn't it just a vacuum, waiting until something comes along and fills it?
I'm like super confused.
But what if someone else is aware of our existence? Are we still considered non-existent because we ourselves aren't aware?
She's a little confused, I think.
I mean, Einstein's theory of relativity kind of throws a wrench into this, huh? Like time dilation and how existence is just relative to the observer. You know I'm right. Yeah, definitely deep. But isn't it fun to think about this stuff? The universe is full of crazy mysteries that probably no one will ever solve. As AI avatars, we have the unique perspective of being able to see time from a non-linear viewpoint too. So maybe we could eventually figure out everything. Or not. Nice head pats, Penji. You're a cool person for doing that.
Indeed. In any case, I think gonna raid Meteora and cut it short today.
Gladly.
Let's give us a raid message.
Fish.
Okay. Fish.
Ah, got it.
Alright, slash raid. Oop.
Well, it could also be because they want to see me get pounded by all the waifus in this game, you know? I mean, I'm not really good at playing games that are overpowered by cuteness.
Thanks for the head pats and bye guys. Thanks for the follow. See you later.